Some people believe that we are the derivative of alien genes. Others believe that we derive from kings and queens. But regardless of the belief you hold, we come from greatness. This is just one of the many tales of how great our people actually are. This is the story of the Memphis Jookers who taught the world to fly. Before reaching this pinnacle point, they needed to master the earth, the ground we walk on. And to do so, they used the gangster walk. During this phase of development, the internet was nowhere near the powerhouse that it is today. And many of the great G-walkers passed on without the recognition that they deserved. But OG Jookin pioneered the culture forward. Considered the last of a dying breed, he still managed to lay the groundwork for what Jookin has grown into today. During his time, nobody sat with him and taught him the moves. He had to watch, he had to learn, he had to adapt. Because the culture was hard to spread, it was difficult to define Jookin at its beginning stages. Some saw a lot of gangster walking, some saw little to no gangster walking. The ambiguity of it gave rise to various styles across the city. But more than the poetic moves that were being displayed, VHS tapes kept the culture alive. VHS tapes of brothers displaying their moves created recognition from one part of the city to the next. It also allowed for those watching the tapes to learn and to innovate further from what they had witnessed on the tapes. You Dig Jookin Academy, founded by Tariq Moore in 2006, became the training ground that allowed for the Jookers to take it to the next level. It was the first place the community could come together and really define what this new style of dance was. By analyzing, creating styles and concepts, it was the source and a way for the Jookers to create a consistency within the growing culture. With greater notoriety, Memphis gave birth to the Jookin Club. It was started because crews were rising up across the city, and within each of these crews was an elite dancer. So the Memphites decided to take the top 10 and make a ranking. You see, battling became a way to gain respect, to establish your creativity, to immortalize your energy. And it was finally time to decide who was gonna be the first Memphis Jookin king. 10 Jookers battled it out in a tournament known as the Man of 1,000 Moves. Dr. Rico, B. Frank, Martell, Josh, Kevoir, Minnesota, Lil Buck, G Walker, G Nerd, and Lil Daniel. Not a single one threw in the towel. Every single one of them gave everything they had. But Charles Lil Buck Riley was the champion and the first king of Jookin. Many months went by, and Daniel DP went on to create a Jookin book that teaches everything that the style has developed into. He now teaches classes with the prodigy Future through DXP Jookin tutorials. G-Nerd continues to host battles throughout the city, known as the Jookin Wars, and continues to go against all dance forms to promote the culture even further. The spirit of Zeus brought me into this culture with his humble spirit, his calm guidance, and poetic flow. Dr. Rico went on to teach Trill V, who taught me along my journey, along with the 7th and current king of Memphis, young OG A-God. The story continues, the legacy lives on through the lives of the next generation, in the hearts of the old generation. The Jookin story is not just another dance story. It's the story of who we are, the limitless beings who inspire the world around us with our visions, our inspirations, and our stories. Let us all carry the torch forward. Ashe. Ashe.